Hello guys, in today's video we introduced the OSCAL Spider 10, a tablet that seriously raised the bar in the world of rugged devices. This is not just another resistant tablet, but a genuine tool for extreme conditions, long-term autonomy and nighttime adventures designed for technology-savvy users. This military-grade rugged tablet comes with Android 15, massive 20,000 mAh battery, large 11-inch FHD Plus display, a professional 20-megapixel night vision camera, and a built-in 1100 lumen caping lights. There is much more, so be sure to watch this OSCAL Spider 10 video review. The tablet comes in robust, high-quality packaging adorned with attractive product illustration that effectively highlights the device design. Opening the box immediately makes it clear that this is not a classic product. OSCAL Spider 10 is there as soon as we lift the lid. We will put it aside for now to see what is hidden in the box. The package includes OSCAL Quick Start Guide that explains in detail of the functions of the tablet in multiple languages. USB-C cable for data transfer and charging. 45 fast charger that ensures efficient charging of this device. A needle with which we remove the SIM card tray. OTG adapter that allows connecting USB devices such as mouse, keyboard or external memory directly to the tablet. Stylus pen. Here the stylus is not just in-case accessory but a real tool that makes sense, especially when we are talking about the PC mode and field work where the precision of data entry can be key. Next we have an interesting mini screwdriver, screws for mounting additional components, leather elastic hand strap that attaches to the back of the tablet and allows you to securely hold the device with one hand during long-term field work. This strap is especially useful for professionals who work on the go, whether they are field technicians, warehouse workers or anyone who need to hold their tablet steady while using the stylus or operating other tools with one hand. The strap's ergonomic design reduces hand fatigue and ensures that the tablet will not accidentally fall out of your hands even in the most demanding working conditions. The first moment you pick up the Spider 10 is clear that this isn't just a tablet that's trying to pretend to be something else. It weighs approximately 1093 grams, which isn't the typical bulk associated with these rugged tablets. 17mm thick is the great result. You feel the compactness in your hand, there are no hollow parts, no creaking, no flexing of the case. With impressive two rear LED lights, everything feels solid, charged and has a military-grade build quality. This is the feeling when you know that there are no compromises inside, that the battery, chassis and electronics are assembled as one block. The case is made of robust composite materials and the metal militarized back emphasizes the rugged purpose of this tablet, with the reinforced edges that act as shock absorbers in the event of the fall. The rubberized parts aren't there for looks, but to absorb shocks, scratches and vibrations. This is a tablet that you can easily drop on a rock, concrete or drop into water without fear of anything happening to it. The back materialized side has a pronounced texture that literally sticks the tablet to your palm, which is especially important when your hands are wet or you are wearing gloves. This is not a tablet that slips out of your hand, this is a tablet that you can hold with confidence. Now let's look at the layout of the buttons and ports. On the left edge, when holding the tablet horizontally, we will see the power button and the two volume buttons. The speaker grill is still there. On the opposite side, we have the same speaker grills that allow the tablet to produce stereo sound. There is also a USB-C port and a 555mm headphone jack under the rubber seals, as well as a tray for SIM cards or a SIM and a memory card in combination. On the opposite side, we have a programmable orange button that activates the rear LED lamps, with the option to activate additional features according to your needs. On the bottom side of the tablet we have these pins as well as these slots here, which are used to plug our tablet into the charging dock station, which is normally purchased separately. The front of the Spider 10 is occupied by the 11-inch FHD Plus IPS screen and has a resolution of 1920 by 1200 pixels with a screen-to-body ratio of 83%. The bezels are thicker than on the classic tablets, but that makes perfect sense here. You have a place to put your fingers, you can hold it with one hand without accidental touches and without getting annoyed. This resolution is quite sufficient for this diagonal. The IPS technology brings stable viewing angles and natural colors. This is not a wow display compared to the flagship tablet, but it is reliable, pleasant and very usable. The smart refresh rate of 60 Hz combined with the 120 Hz touch sampling provides a good balance between battery life and responsiveness. In practice, this means that the tablet feels response, scrolling is smooth and navigation is jerk-free. Watching videos, browsing the web or reading documents feels comfortable and vivid. The touch responsiveness is excellent, smooth and precise, whether you are scrolling, typing or using the include stylus pen to scratch or take notes. Now let's move on the back of the tablet. Impressive in appearance and capabilities, one of the striking practical advantages of the Spider 10 is located on the back, a built-in double camping light. Here we are talking about a light with a power of up to 1100 lumens, which is precise, easily illuminates the work surface or path in front of you, the space around you, and the beam is wide and even. There are several modes of operation: constant light, SOS signal and rapid flashing, which turns the Spider 10 into a safety tool and not just a tablet. In situations such as a power outage, camping or working at night, this becomes one of those functions without which you later do not want to return to regular devices. You do not have to carry an additional lamp, you don't have to think about batteries, everything is already there in the OSCAL Spider 10. The tablet comes with a 60 megapixel rear camera, 13 megapixel front camera and the most interesting 20 megapixel night vision camera. Daily photos are clean, sufficient detail and quite usable for documentation, for tasks and social network. No excessive processing, no artificial colors, the photos looks realistic. The 20 megapixel night vision camera is completely different story. In complete darkness without any external light source, the tablet can see to 30 meters in front of it. This gives a tremendous sense of security when moving at night, whether you are in the woods or a construction site or in unfamiliar terrain. Cameras are of course completely sealed and waterproof, so recording in the rain or even under the water is no problem. Now in the continuation of the video, let's look at the couples of samples that we made with this camera. The Spider 10 is powered by the octa-core G81 processor, paired with up to 24GB of RAM, 8GB physical, plus 16GB virtual expansion. In practice, that means that the tablet works stably without nervous jerks or without surprises. You can use navigation, camera, streaming, communication, applications and AI tools at the same time, and the system remains reposable. The overheating, no throttling, no spoiling the experience. Internal memory is 256GB with the possibility of expansion up to 2TB, makes the tablet a real mobile storage. This is a tablet on which you can save the entire project, the entire route or entire archive. When it comes to games, the Spider 10 is a pleasant surprise, especially if you consider that it's a rugged tablet and not a classic gaming device. Thanks to the octa-core G81 processor and a large amount of RAM, popular Android games run smoothly and stably without any problems or at a medium to high settings. The frame rate is stable, there are no sudden drops in performance, and the tablet doesn't get uncomfortably hot even after prolonged gaming. Add to that powerful stereo speakers and a good battery life, and you have a tablet that you can easily play hours over gaming seasons on, whether at home, at the campsite or on the road. It works surprisingly well and without any drama. OSCAL Spider 10 comes with docOS P4.2 based on Android 15, and it's immediately clear that the software is tailored for serious, long-term use. The system is clean, uncluttered and free of unnecessary bloatware that would blow down work or drain the battery in the background. Everything works logically and predictably, applications open quickly, multitasking works stably, and the system does not aggressively kill applications as soon as you minimize stray. This is extremely important on the tablet that you can use as a work tool, navigation or communication center. Android 15 brings additional improvements in power management, security and privacy, as well as a generally smoother experience. AI tools and voice assistants are not just marketing add-ons here. In a real-world situation, especially when your hands are busy, when you are wearing gloves or the move, the ability of launching functions, applications or navigation with your voice has a real value. Spider 10 supports a wide range of 4G frequencies, meaning it's ready for global use. Navigation via GPS, GLONASS, BeiDou and Galileo works quickly and accurately even in more demanding conditions. Wi-Fi support for 2.4 and 5 GHz networks ensures a stable connection whenever it's available. The 20,000 mAh battery is the basis of this whole concept of the Spider 10. This is not just a big battery, this is a battery that changes the way you use the device. In practice, that means days and days of work without thinking about the charger. It will last even 2,232 hours on standby. Now 45-watt fast charging is also supported, which charges this huge battery up in approximately 300 minutes, but there is also reverse charging, which means that the Spider 10 can serve as a power bank for all the devices. Here you simply stop thinking about the socket and there is the greatest freedom. The Spider 10 is microSD 810H certified, which means it has been tested against drops, vibrations and extreme operating conditions. In addition, it also comes with IP68, IP69 can protection, so dust, rain, mud and immersion in water do not bother it. In practice, that means you can use the tablet without fear in the field, in bad weather, or in demanding work conditions. The screen is protected by Gorilla Glass 5, the ports are additionally sealed, and the rubberized edges serve as shock absorbers. All together gives the feeling of a device that you don't have to beat. Spider 10 is a tablet made for work, regardless of conditions and regardless of the terrain. The OSCAL Spider 10 is certainly not the tablet for everyone, because this is a tool. For those who need reliability, autonomy and a sense of security, the Spider 10 makes a lot of sense. It is a device that you can take with you without thinking, in the nature, in the field or in a trip at the work where the conditions are not ideal. If you are looking for a rugged tablet that can simultaneously be a lamp, power bank, navigation, communication device and a work tool without requiring constant care and a charge nearby, Spider 10 very clearly shows why it exists. Don't miss your chance to take advantage of the promotional pricing available now. The official sales links are available below this video, so hurry up and get your new OSCAL Spider 10 today. That's all for today for this review. Thank you for watching and we'll see you soon in the next review. Until then, bye.